everyone! Minasan konnichiwa. Guess what? I won the lottery! Woohoo! I'm a winner! Just kidding. It's April Fool's Day. April Fools! My name is Jen, and today we're going to take a look at some important vocabulary that will help you out on April Fool's Day. Every year on April 1st in Canada, we celebrate something called April Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day! The word fool in English can be used as both a noun and as a verb. When you use it as a verb, it means to act in a joking or playful way. It can also mean to trick or to deceive someone. When you use the word fool as a noun, it means somebody who's acting in a silly or immature kind of crazy way. As a noun, it can also mean someone who is easily deceived, who believes things easily even though those things are completely unbelievable. On April 1st, it's always a good idea to act a little bit suspicious of other people. The word suspicious means to question things, be very questioning and doubtful and mistrusting of others on this day, because people are looking for gullible people to help play pranks on. The word gullible means that you are easily deceived or tricked. A gullible person easily believes something that another person will say, even though that thing may be completely untrue. So why is it important to be suspicious and make sure you're not gullible on April 1st? That's because April Fool's Day is celebrated by pulling pranks on other people. So I want to take a look at 3 important vocabulary words. Play a joke on someone, play a trick on someone, pull a prank on someone. These 3 expressions have a very similar meaning. They all mean that you're going to do some kind of action which is very amusing and interesting to you, which might make someone else feel a little bit embarrassed, but it will not hurt them in any way. It'll make them laugh after the fact. Some common examples of playing a joke or playing a trick on someone often include saying things that are not true and trying to get other people to believe that these things are actually a fact. One of my favorite companies that's pulled pranks has actually been the BBC. They came out with things in the 1950s such as convincing people that spaghetti grew on trees. Of course, to us today that sounds completely unbelievable, but they created a huge hoax. Here's another useful vocabulary word for you. To create a hoax. It means you are carefully planning some kind of elaborate prank that you're going to pull on people and that hopefully many people are going to fall for. So obviously spaghetti does not grow on trees, and obviously there's no way to transmit smell through the airways when you're watching TV. Penguins also cannot fly. But these are 3 examples of things that the BBC pulled as a prank on their viewers. So on April Fool's Day, they made people believe that these things were true, even though they are completely outrageous. So I want to tell you a story about a time that I was very gullible and fell for a prank that my aunt was trying to pull on me when I was a child. So this picture was taken when I went to Niagara Falls on April 1st with my aunt and uncle. When we were at Niagara Falls, they told me that the reason why we were gathered there was because Niagara Falls were going to stop. They were going to stop the waterfall. And at first, I was like, no, you can't stop the waterfall. It's Niagara Falls. The water just keeps coming. But then my aunt and uncle kept explaining, no, you know how there's a dam and we can get the electric power from it? Yeah, well, they're going to do something with the dam that's actually going to stop the water. So Niagara Falls is going to stop, and that's why there's so many people gathered at the falls. So me suddenly, oh wow, really? This is an historic event. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Niagara Falls stop. It's gonna be wow. And then, as it got a little later in the evening, there was a huge fireworks display. Beautiful. And everyone started going home. And I got upset. And I turned to my aunt and uncle and said, why is everybody leaving? Niagara Falls hasn't stopped yet. And people nearby kind of looked and were like, what is that girl talking about? And my aunt and uncle cracked up laughing and told me, you're so gullible. We were just kidding. We were just pulling your leg. April Fool's Day, we weren't serious. It was only a joke. We were just joking. Obviously, they can't stop Niagara Falls. So you could just hear me say at the end of the story several ways in English that we will tell somebody we are just joking and that what we're saying is not serious. So let's take a look at those expressions really quickly right now. On April Fool's Day, after you play a joke, it's very common to just say, April Fools, which is kind of like, haha, I got you, you fell for my joke, you were gullible, or you fell for my prank and were scared even though there's nothing actually scary going on. Okay? So the first one is April Fools. The second one is I'm not serious, it's just a joke. Number 3, I'm just joking. I didn't win the lottery. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm only fooling, or I'm only fooling around. I'm just pulling your leg. I'm just pulling your leg. If someone is saying something to me that I think is completely outrageous, I'm a little bit suspicious and I might say to them, oh, come on, don't pull my leg. So this April Fool's Day, please be very suspicious of those around you. So if someone tries to tell you, hey, I'm pregnant, or hey, they invented this new computer chip that they can put into your brain so that you don't have to keep studying English anymore, or I'm a millionaire and I'm gonna be going on vacation, you wanna come with me? Or anything that sounds outrageous on April 1st probably is. Now, if you're looking for some good pranks to play, one of my favorite pranks that I pulled when I was younger to try and freak out my mom was this. My mom is really scared of spiders, so I took a roll of toilet paper. I unroll the roll quite a bit, unroll it, then take a marker, okay? On the toilet paper, you're going to draw a spider. I'm not very good at drawing, but so it looks like a spider. I'm not very good at drawing, but it looks like a spider. Then I rolled the toilet paper roll back up. Obviously nice and neatly so that she wouldn't notice anything. Later, when my mom's going to the bathroom, she needs some toilet paper. So she unrolls the toilet paper, she's unrolling the toilet paper, maybe she needed a lot of toilet paper, and suddenly, there's a big spider in the bathroom, oh my gosh! And then she looks, the spider's not moving, is the spider dead? And then she looked, the hell is this? So she was very surprised by my fake spider and my prank for April Fool's Day, so I could run to the door and say, April Fools, ha 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 ha. I'm just kidding, it's only a joke, I'm not being serious. So if you're looking for a fun prank to pull on somebody for April 1st, try this. A good prank for April Fools makes sure that people laugh. You can laugh at someone because they're a little bit embarrassed, but make sure you don't do anything dangerous. Make sure people do not get hurt by your pranks because then they're not funny anymore. So hopefully this vocabulary is going to help you to survive and enjoy April 1st, April Fool's Day. And now it's time for Question of the Day. Today's question is, what is a prank that you have pulled on someone or a joke that someone has played on you? Let me know in the comments below. Mina, thank you. Ganbatte ne. Ja ne.